And it's Mayor Monday, and with the New Hampshire primary one day away, we're focusing on the state's largest city today. Manchester is home to more than 115,000 people, and it tends to be one of the first areas to report results on primary night. The city's Republican Mayor Jay Ruais, sworn in earlier this month, will be working behind the scenes to try to ensure all goes smoothly. And Manchester, New Hampshire Mayor Jay Ruais joins me now from that. Mayor, thanks so much for coming on. I want to talk a little bit about the issues there and how they relate to what we're seeing on the campaign trail, because Manchester was hit very hard by the opioid crisis. It reported more opioid-related deaths than any other American city in 2016. So how do you think that's influenced how residents are approaching these elections?
Sure. So first, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be on. We were fortunate recently to receive some updated statistics on the amount of overdoses that have occurred here. And we've seen the numbers trending in a downward direction, but it's certainly an issue that's prevalent on many people's minds when you look at addiction, mental health, and then how that can feed into some of the problems that we have with those who are experiencing homelessness, and that being a driver behind it. So certainly it's a prevalent issue on the mind of Manchester voters.
I'm glad to hear those numbers are moving in the right direction as well, Mayor. I also know New Hampshire has a state law that says it has to vote first in this primary process. Why is that important, and why should New Hampshire get the first say?
Well, here in New Hampshire, we do it right. You know, we demand that candidates come before us and answer the tough questions. We ask that they come to our VFWs, to our town halls, to be right in our living room to answer questions. And I think we have a very engaged electorate. And when you see that we are routinely in the top tier of turnout nationwide, I think it shows that we are a very engaged electorate. And we ask that candidates come before us and answer the important questions on our minds nationally and internationally as well.
Now, President Biden won New Hampshire in 2020, but that same year, voters also elected a Republican governor. Why do you think that happened? And as mayor, how do you work to serve citizens on both sides of the aisle?
Sure. So I think it starts with listening. I think listening is one of the most important but undervalued or underappreciated aspects of being a leader, and making sure that you're collaborating, that you're bringing people together. We are a very independent-minded state, and we don't have any problem crisscrossing up and down the ballot if we feel that somebody is being representative of our cares and our concerns.
So what are some other key issues you think are on the minds of Manchester voters as they get ready to head to the polls tomorrow?
Sure. So I think when we were talking about it, a local issue, I think some of the quality of life issues are a concern. I think when you look at homelessness, some of the underlying drivers of that being addiction and mental health, certainly some public issue concern or public safety concerns as well. But housing is a big piece of that, which I think drifts into a couple of the other issues that we talked about. But affordable housing, workforce development housing, we have a huge crunch here in the state of New Hampshire. The governor and the legislature have worked diligently on this issue, as well as the city of Manchester. But I think those are some of the prominent concerns on the minds of New Hampshire voters, Manchester voters.
All right, Manchester, New Hampshire Mayor Jay Ruais, we appreciate you coming on, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you again for the opportunity.
Good luck with everything tomorrow. Hope all goes smoothly.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.